Welcome, welcome, YouTube family. Today we're going to be talking about should you divulge or tell your partner, your current partner, information about your past? Should you share it or should you just keep it to yourself? And if you're just coming in from nowhere, from YouTube itself, then my name is Kate London, and I personally work with people that have gone through affair relationships. So if you are a current listener on my channel, uh, then this is often a significant question is, do we discuss to our current partner that in the past we got, in the past I was involved in an affair relationship, or I was involved with a married man, or I cheated, or these things. Do we discuss these things? And these are really powerful questions. They're really valid questions to have. And I want to discuss the different aspects of ourselves that may be coming up when trying to make a decision on this. First of all, there's the aspect of should I not tell? And let's just go into what we may be thinking when we think about should I not tell. The first is your self-preservation. You're protecting yourself in what you've been through and the reaction or response that you could get by your current partner. Does it then impact the relationship? If you tell your partner that you were in an affair, do they then have less trust for you? And is that then going to greatly impact your relationship today? Will he see you differently? Will he respect you differently? Will he break up, or will he distance his heart? All of these things will it then impact our relationship? And these are extremely valid fears, and they are fears. They're decisions made from a place of fear, not a place of what's really going to be in service for the depth and emotional intimacy of our relationship, so that together our primary relationship can be one of strength, really seeing each other, really being able to honor each other for all that they've been through. And with that, let's come to the other side, which is, do we tell? And ultimately, I don't know about you specifically, but I would guess, and this is my desire as well, is to have a relationship where two people really know, see, get each other deeply, where there is such a strong sense of emotional intimacy, depth, vulnerability for what you've gone through, what you're feeling, maybe how current situations or encounters in your current partnership today may be triggering you because of past wounds that you've experienced back at another time. With this, you sharing is actually allowing your partner to fully meet you and all aspects of you and be able to understand you deeply. In the understanding of you deeply, then you feel greatly seen, greatly understood, and in that place, you can open your heart more and experience more love than you've ever felt before. You hiding parts of your story actually closes you off from experiencing a depth of love that you truly deserve to have. Say, for example, you got into a long-term affair relationship and you don't share this with your partner, and you love each other deeply. There's kind of this elephant in the room of, okay, he loves me, but would he love me if he knew all of me? And what would happen if he did know all of you and he still chose to love you? This is where you'll feel a depth of love that is so beautiful and is like no other that you've experienced before. So, I am a great, great advocate for being able to share your heart fully, to share what you've been through so that you can invite intimacy into your relationship. Now, where does that leave us? Then it leaves us back to the fears that we have around then how will that impact our relationship? The truth is, we don't know how our partner is going to respond. They could respond with withdrawing their heart, or taking an energetic step back, not a commitment step back, but an energetic step back, or maybe even a commitment step back, because of fear. Then what does that mean, or etc., etc. However, this is their parts of themselves. This is their stuff, their fears that they too get to work through. If they're impacted by it, then there's something there separate from you that they get to work through on the fear of being let down, betrayed, abandoned, etc., etc. That's their fears. And I want to say that it's very separate to yours, because they're having a reaction to it. Now, also, if these fears are valid within them because they're seeing parts within you that haven't fully healed. Let's say, for example, for me, I noticed my energy was somewhat leaky around guys when I was on my healing journey. And so let's say I was explaining this to my partner and then he got uncomfortable. And then if my energy was leaky around guys, he has a valid reason to be uncomfortable. And so then that is something that you can work on in the relationship. Leaky like that towards others, that makes me feel uncomfortable, and then you can work from it, and you can grow deeper in that by healing these two wounds within each other. When you fully heal and you're not operating from a place where these wounds are now showing up in your own life, you will be sure of yourself, why you got into this experience in the past, how you've shifted today that is different to the person you were in the past. And your partner will feel a sense of integrity, a sense of honesty, a sense of vulnerability, a sense of strength. What else? A sense of strength, like you just know where you're at, and that was a thing of the past, and fully a sense of strength in, I have no shame for sharing the story that I am sharing, because I am clear around the impact that that had on me, and why that had, sorry, I'm clear on the why that story came up in my life, and why that's no longer a part of my life today. To add to this, if there are parts of yourself that feel unresolved in your past affair relationship, where you two still have stuff here from the memories of the past, then if you bring this up in your relationship, and then your partner feels these parts of yourself that don't feel fully resolved, then I think this is a beautiful thing, because if he doesn't know, he will just feel energetically an absence of your heart. Not your heart can be still leaning into him, but if you're still wondering, well, what was that? Or will we ever come back into contact? Or if you're still, let's say, got that, have that energetic or emotional door slightly cracked still, then that crack is stopping you from experiencing true emotional intimacy in your primary relationship. So if you share with your partner that I still am slightly impacted by this past affair relationship, I don't know if I fully have healed, and I still process a lot that went on there, then together you can be like, how can we actually fully resolve the emotions that were tied around this affair relationship, so that you have full emotional availability to devote to your current primary relationship. So I hope that helps. And if you are in a place of wanting more support on really healing from this relationship and inviting in a depth of intimacy into your current partnership, then I can absolutely support you with that. On my website, you can check it out. We do private coaching. We also have advanced mentorships for individuals, but also couples. And we also have a membership community where you can check out all the information there. I also wanted to add one other point of view. If you're, so as I'm sharing all this, I'm having the assumption that your partner is emotionally safe for you. And if you feel like your partner can't fully hold all aspects of yourself, one, you want to be in a relationship where your partner can fully hold you. And so instead of taking it on yourself and being shameful about being too much, being unsafe for him, etc., etc., you want to, instead of taking on the shame yourself, you want to have the standard that I want to be received in all my emotions without feeling worse off for sharing them. So then with that, you can work on that aspect in the relationship. If you feel that he can't fully hold everything, start by sharing some of it. If you don't fully feel that he can hold it, then my question is that really a safe relationship? Because you want to be in a relationship where you know that your partner can hold all parts of you. If you are in a predicament here and don't know that your partner can hold it, but you also want to have the depth in a relationship that you desire, then you can reach out to me and I can support you on that journey through private work or in the membership community. But I highly recommend being able to have the standard that the relationship of my dreams, the relationship that I want to be in, is one where we can be fully emotionally available towards each other. Next, I want to ask you is if you were, well, lastly, I want to ask you is if you were in a relationship with a man and you found out that he was in an affair for 6 years, say, sorry, you didn't find out. He wasn't, you were in a relationship with a man and he had been in an affair relationship for 6 years of his life and it impacted him greatly. Would you want to know about this aspect of him? Or would you feel like you would rather not know? And why would you rather not know? Is it because you don't want to see the truth of him and where you feel unsafe in the truth of him? Or is it because you don't want to bring up the wounds within you of fearing abandonment, etc., etc.? Why don't you want to know? Because what we want to get you to is at one, a place of complete, like a healed state where one's actions doesn't impact you. If they're healed actions, it doesn't impact you because you can see the truth of the man he is today. Or if his actions really are truthful and they're still playing out today, that then you can acknowledge it so that you can invite in a higher standard or higher level of love and respect in the relationship that you're in. I hope that helps. I hope that answers all your questions. If you have any more questions about that, please reach out to me and I would love to support you. Bye for now.